Alright. There's many hospitals out there working for the non-profit. I mean, some of them should lose their non-profit, ability totally. Because a lot of them are scammers. They threaten their own people who go in the hospital, and people can be very ill, and they keep doing this. They're not meant for the poor. If you go near these hospitals, they're dangerous to your health, your money, your health. Why? These non-profits are not the best in the world. Because the poor will not save them. They will not gain anything by going to them. The reality, they're 100% on the stock market, they're 100% for profit. The Hippocratic oath went by a long time ago when they sell a buck. They sell his soul for a buck. And the sad thing, a lot of them are not very well equipped in the brainwise. And I'm not talking like universities. This would be more Hippocratic oaths, but they don't use that much anymore. The reality, the profit they get now is insane. Since Obamacare meant well, insane. Now prices are insane for medicine and health. I mean, most people would rather die in the street, and that's where I would die, probably. The reality, these hospitals are so greedy now. Most of them should be shut down. The ones who complain to be a non-profit, and they don't do it. The reality, most of them are so damn greedy and so selfish, you can't get much selfishness in that. Then they threaten them. They go, why can't you pay your bill? And when they do pay their bill constantly, they constantly pay their bills, they still don't give up. The reality, they're harassed, they drive themselves nuts, they think they're hiding behind a wall, or a phone, or a letter, and it's pathetic. They go after the poor of the poor, they don't care. They said they're supposed to be a non-profit. No, they don't want to pay their taxes. We pay ours, and they really don't want to pay their taxes. I do agree with the Obama administration going after these non-profits who don't give a goddamn shit about the real poor or anybody else out there. They're like vultures. They are called the sharks because they don't care about these people. I mean, you see hospitals all over the United States, and they somehow, they are good ones, and they got really bad ones. In reality, the bad ones are the real non-profit who want the non-profit status just to keep the money for themselves. They're like fucking little, piglets. They see all that gold and all that money and all that silver, and they don't want to let it go, and that's sad. These non-profit hospitals, what they call non-profit, are very sleazy. Half of them don't know half the medication they know how to do, or half the business. In reality, I'm not going to say who they are. We're all going to break a big list around the whole United States of different hospitals who are good and who are bad. We will make that list, and we are planning on doing it soon. The reality, a lot of these non-profits should never have a non-profit status in the first place. The sad thing, they hurt a lot of innocent people. They don't give a shit. They take their first and last dime, and they don't care about them going hungry or poor. And they will try to pay, but they're vultures, and they're very sad. These doctors who work for these people, and they know they're doing this, there's not much respect for them. There are some good ones in some of these non-profits, and bad non-profits too. But the reality, I've been seeing too much vultures in this country. And it goes from our state to every other state in this country. Where you see a lot of homeless people being kicked on the street instead of being taken care of. We need to start building hospitals. I would love to build more hospitals for everybody, so everybody will be cared. Healthcare should come first. We got so many taxes we got in this country. Why not put the taxes towards that? Since all these Republicans and Democrats and presidents claim that, they love to see us have full health care, and did sign a waiver and do it. You won't. You guys go to a hospital, you don't pay a dime of any bills of anything, of any sort, but then you milk us. And why are we paying our employees, you are our employees, to get free health care when all these Americans can't get any health care or any help? You're willing to donate billions of dollars overseas, but you're not willing to help Americans to get in hospitals. The reality, these hospitals are out of control, and so are you and the government. You guys don't do anything. You keep saying, if I get in the office, I will do this. Most of you guys are in the office right now. You're pathetic. The reality is these nonprofits are not helping this country at all. Very few help, and you gotta be almost like in the gutter if you didn't get that help. By that time you're too late. Usually you die. The reality is the nonprofit needs to lose their nonprofit status. They will lose millions of dollars, and that would make them feel painful. And they wouldn't like that. The reality, they're hurting this country badly. They claim to care, and they play on it. They play good. They couldn't cover up. They take a fake wall, fake thing, and they say we care about our people. In reality, they don't. They're very cutthroat. If they took a very good look at some of these bad nonprofit hospitals, they would not be shocked, or they would be shocked. The reality is a lot of these nonprofit hospitals is not really good for the poor, and it's sad to see that. We like to have one for everybody. And it's time that we do that. I love to build hospitals. And still building all these damn bridges and all these overpriced things that you guys give away. You give $1,000 to people that came here, that's fine. But the reality, you could have put some of that money towards building hospitals all over the United States to make care of people. Like Canada. If Canada can do it, why can't we? We can condemn them all they want. But they're doing it while we're not. People there don't walk away worrying about they're going to lose their house tomorrow. They're going to lose their job. They don't walk away from losing all that. They don't have to have the income totally drag out in the bank. The reality, this country is very greedy in that way, and so many people can agree with me or disagree with me. That's fine. But the reality, they've got people out there who never quit wanting more and more and more. They're like senators and presidents. They all want more, but they don't want you to have anything. And most people that want normal health care, they don't want to be having to worry when they go to the operation, go very sick and they can't leave right away. They're not going to be driven insane and be taken to court for not having no money. The reality of these nonprofits has gone out of control. They need to be checked. They need to be stopped. They need to learn to grow up. The reality, if you want to be a nonprofit and you can't do good, then you should step out and drop your hospital. The reality, I've been seeing this all over the United States. The greed in this country is out of control. All you gave a damn about by cranky medicine, since the government will pay for a lot of that. By cranking this, cranking that. But then the little guy who doesn't got all that stuff can't pay it. But then you chicken shit will not pay it. You will greedily take someone. You will steal their home, their livelihood, just to get your little bill that you over-exaggerate by 1,000%. Trying to say a room one day will cost like $10,000. It's ridiculous. The reality is these nonprofits have gone so far out of control, they need to be stopped. And they need to be checked and take away the profits and watch them whine about not having the money. The reality, maybe one day the population will die down to nothing. Or we'll get robotics, miracle medicine. But we don't need this greedy nonprofit stuff to keep going on and on. The reality, you say you care about man. No, you don't. The humanity in you fucking people, all I see is a big old green dollar bill. The humanity gone by a long time ago. You know it and I know it. The selfishness. You all want to buy a home here, the one down in the Caribbean or something like that, and it's ridiculous. They're also greedy. And I can't say they all are becoming Denmark, Canada. They're so bad, why are they still lasting? Why are people more happy there than they are here? The reality, because you gouge people to death. You don't care if you destroy their life, their home. And they shouldn't have to file a bankruptcy or anything like that because you're so greedy. If they can pay anything, you should be happy with what they can pay. You're so fucking bloody greedy and so fucking sad. It's pathetic. It's time to stop these nonprofits from going any farther than they really are. If they're not a good nonprofit, let's look at them, let's check them out, and let's take away the nonprofit status. If they're good, give it to them. But if they're not, get rid of them. It's time to stop all that. And I can agree with the Obama people. When they gotta do that, they need to do that. I don't give a shit. The Democrat, Republican, they all need to get the little button gear and help out the American people. If you really care about the American people, you would give them the same health care you all got. Why do the people we hire get better health care in America altogether? Why you Republican and Democrat and presidents and senators and whatever get better health care than anybody else? It makes no sense to me. It's like the guy down the block pulling something. But the reality, you scam most of the American people out a lot of money, and you tell them that you care and you will work on it. You guys 90% never work on shit or anything. Now, time for y'all to grow up and start behaving like a normal human being. Thank you.